it's very important, you know. Just I use that. As I told you, I had this habit of using the filler word. And when you listen and watch your own speech, then you'll be. I turned off my video just in seconds. I couldn't bear it. I was all over the place. I was using. So you try to use less and less filler words, and you can take a pause instead. I think that's wonderful. And I've seen some great speakers when they have to think, they just take a filler. And then take a pause. Thank you. Now we have. Oh, this is Aaron. Yes, Aaron. When I say Aaron, I have to take a pause. Okay. So yeah, workshop. Bring you contest speech to the next level, right? So when I asked about the Aaron question, he said advocacy of digital transformation in Toastmasters, and I want to ask Aaron what that really means. These words are amazing for me. So Aaron, please.
Ask you why. Why do you want to ask? No, just joking. I have another speech about this digital transformation. There are a lot of things I could share, and I will want to share. And good evening, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmasters. Today only have good evening. Today I would like to share some of my experience, and I was actually recording, so just enjoy the moment and don't make me more nervous. Yeah, so last year I competed in the international speech contest and I got into semi-final. And during the journey, I learned a lot from preparing and also from other competitors. So today I would like to share some tips and some experience that hopefully bring everyone's parenthesis contest speech to the next level. Well, you may ask, so I will share some tips and then we will have some practices, and then at the end I will, there's a Q&A session, so we'll leave the questions to the next. So, why? Why are you here? Why? No, you say a lot, you share a lot. Yes, Stephen, why? Oh, that should be your speech. Why did you join Toastmasters? Oh, yeah. Naomi, why are you here?
Because I know you need me to stay here.
You got me. Thank you for being so supportive. That's why I love Toastmasters. People are so supportive. But actually, the questions are, why competing in a speech contest?
Good question.
Good question. Yeah. Senior members, yeah, that's a good question. I've been pondering for a long time. And the second why is, why the champions can be champions? William, any thoughts, feelings?
Because judges are unfair.
Yes, exactly. But why are you still competing? Because Ruby made you too.
Because last year I was a judge.
Yeah, so that's karma. No, that's not it. Well, that's maybe William's answer, but I'll have another answer through the workshop. Just wait for it. And why I put a parenthesis on the title contest. To answer that, let's take a look at the judging criteria. That's not the main point. I will not take too much time, but just some few key points. First of all, there are 3 categories, and content, delivery, and language, and the content part takes 50%. So that's mainly what you want to say to the audience. That's 50%. And about in content, there are 3 categories. Speech development is how you put your ideas together so the audience can understand you. And second, effectiveness is about audience reception, and it's very subjective. It's not my interpretation is actually written on these judging criteria. It's very subjective. And third, speech value make a contribution to the audience thinking. So, about these judging criteria, what are the key points of content? What are some key points? Okay, that's what I'm expecting. So I would say the key point is the audience. The audience. And of course, your thoughts and how do you communicate your thoughts to the audience since it's a public speaking. And moving on to delivery. See, body language should support points. And vocal variety, the sounds should carry messages. And then language, the appropriateness relate to the speech purpose and to the particular audience. So looking through the judging criteria, there are a lot of parts that's talking about the audience and your message, how to communicate your message clearly to the audience and make them think, make a contribution to the audience thinking. So that's kind of why I put a parenthesis on my title. Bring your parenthesis. So I think competing in a contest is a way to improve ourselves. And it's judging criteria are very clear, so you know where you can improve them. So to improve your speech to the next level, first is what do you want your audience to remember? What are your thoughts? What do you expect people when they go home they remember and maybe did something to their thinking? And what do people actually remember? Anyone who's here last meeting, the speech contest or in-house speech contest? Right. Okay. William, Naomi, I believe last time you were here. Do you remember what Brian said?
Which Brian?
Brian. We only have one Brian. Please mention. Yeah, his title was Be Brave.
Be Brave.
Yeah, that's what you remember.
So
and he ruined your speech. I know, William. It make it not ruin, just make your speech to become another speech. So what people might remember, there are some things, new thoughts, fluent English, nice voice, good looks, good performance, feelings, or I don't know what the F the speaker is talking about. That happens. I believe William also knows that. During the first evaluation contest I competed, the test speaker, that was a 5 to 7 minute speech, and until the 6th minute, I finally kind of understand what he's trying to say. So, yeah, think about what do people actually remember. So, and how to reduce the gap between those two questions. So that's something I would like to share today. And okay, so far, any questions? No questions. That's exactly like the Taiwanese student. And now we're not doing the Taiwanese way. Let's do some practices. Great, my favorite part. First of all, we'll do some warm up and some practice about delivery and content. And first, let's warm up. Everyone, please stand up. Stand up and stretch for a little bit. It's been a long day, sitting down for a while in front of your computer, so you need stretches.
For a few minutes.
No. Okay, then where's Naomi? Okay. And now let's do our voice warm up. Everyone say dar, 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 dar. And no, so I forgot what's next.
Next is.
And the warm up. Oh, right. That's shout out as loud as possible.
Okay.
And let's shout out yay! And with gestures. Yay! 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 Nailed it! Yay! Okay, now let's whisper. Yay. Okay, you feel embarrassed. That's awesome. That means is you leave your comfort zone. And another thing, just try to mimic this sound. Huh? Okay. Not loud enough. One more time. Hiya. Hiya. Everybody. Hiya. One more time. Hiya. Emotions. Hiya. Hiya. The people are crazy. Hiya. Okay. Come back. We need to come back. Yeah, another one. Another still crazy one. This. Okay, this is your sound. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the warm up. You made me say it. Yeah, I'm so glad I recorded this. I should have put the camera from the front, so I could have your look. Is so embarrassed, and that's awesome. That's really awesome, because that's some warm up what we will usually do, but with those practices we can be more open and you can deliver your emotions and your message more clearly. Oh, sorry, not this, not that. And right, another practice is emotions. Some emotions. You might need to convey your emotions through your speech. There are some emotions. So I want everyone to find a partner and let's try some of those. Let's try happy. Happy. You can say something like, hi, so glad to see you, Jonathan.
Yes.
Hi. And practice with your partner. Find a partner. Hi. Happy.
Conversation. Hi, nice to meet you again.
So nice to meet you.
Oh, what are you doing?
Okay, come back.
Oh, I'm so excited to join
Hi,
Toastmasters.
William. Are you okay?
Okay, next. How about excited? Oh, that's kind of I remember everyone's excited. Let's try feeling hopeful. Hopeful. Say any sentence that sounds hopeful. I'm gonna be the champion. I'm gonna be the champion of today's, not today, this year's speech contest. William, say that. With hopeful, very hopeful. Not doubt, hopeful.
That's full of doubt.
I know. Once again.
I will be the champion of the speech contest.
I will be the champion of this speech contest.
Everyone will be hopeful. You recorded, so we believe in you. And yeah, that's positive emotions. Some positive emotions you might need to use, and negative emotions.
Teachers, can you show us how to present the lonely? Imagine that you don't have girlfriends, you don't have girls, you don't have money.
And Valentine's Day.
Coming
a Toastmaster by yourself. Yeah. And you cannot create a new website for the District 67.
That's angry. That's angry and nervous. Yeah. So. Wait, this is not me to try to describe everyone.
Okay.
Everyone try angry. Angry. Okay, you can shout it out. Aaron, in an angry voice. Or you can just say anything to your partner.
What about money?
You're smiling. You're really angry.
Where are my girls?
Show me your money.
Angry, real angry.
I'm hungry.
Okay, nervous. Say you're about to deliver a very important presentation in front of your boss. You will get fired if you don't do it well. Say, I'm so nervous.
Yeah, you're
Okay. Okay, so that I think that's about like emotions. How can I invite Ruby
Yes.
to the stage to try? Okay, I'll have Jonathan first. Okay, Jonathan. Say any word, any sentence in any emotions and make everyone guess. You can choose from there or any.
Oh, okay.
What
is your problem?
Okay,
That's angry.
Angry.
So I think Jonathan did a pretty good job. You want to try another one?
Would you like to use the same sentence to present different?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
use the same sentence. Yeah, what? That is here. Love.
That's your problem.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very tough. Well, today I'm trying to.
Nervous.
Nervous?
Or and outside of the
Nervous.
speechless, something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Jonathan, for the.
We have surprise and both sides of emotions. So what's the difference?
Yes, good surprise.
Yes. Yeah, they are good surprise. Like when you think about the last birthday party, which was very good.
I know. Oh my gosh, it's for lottery!
Whoa! Wait, it was last year. Oh!
Yeah, so actually Jonathan is the real teacher. I'm just saying the PowerPoint. So yeah, so basically emotions is to help you deliver your speech. Like if you try to deliver nervous and your presentation is like your delivery is like, oh my god, I'm so nervous. Jonathan, Regina, I'm so nervous. Yeah. It's not really exactly nervous. Your audience might get. It might be something else. Yeah. So how to express your emotions to your audience is kind of something you can try. And another practice was some characters. There are just some characters I found out that could be useful for your parenthesis contest speech. For the left part, there are some general characters, and the right part might be some characters that could influence your story or your speech. So everyone, let's try kids.
Okay.
Talk like kids to your partner. Okay, let's try old people.
Oh,
I'll give you that.
Is there any really you? Oh, I haven't seen you for 40 years.
What do you say?
Thank you, Andy, for your response. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary for one to practice a lot. Let's try knowing people.
Oh, I know you.
That's to your partner. Practice with your partner. I can demonstrate something like. Well. He's a Naomi Lin. The area into the record. Congratulations.
I know.
Wait, I thought I did.
I know you never got this position. That's why you invade me.
I should have done. Okay, how about any thoughts about these part? Wise people.
I think Annie is the role model.
William.
Yeah, Annie. When you are on the stage, Annie will always support you.
How would wise people say something to you can practice with your partner, like wise people or your mentor? How would your mentor guide you? Think about that and practice with your partner.
Wise people who support you. That's not wise people. Okay. What's different? Oh, wise people. Everybody are friends. They will complete these
And everyone, and they will introduce you. That's an awesome practice. Give yourself a big round of applause. And actually, I heard some discussions here. I heard something that's really hard. Which one?
Wise people.
Oh, wise people. Okay.
Yeah, wise people is
It's really
Because
hard.
normally they don't know much, right? They listen.
Like, I think wise people or role model is some character that could really guide you, that help you in your life. So maybe think about some role model or your inspiration. Okay, I'll just try another one. Anyone want to see? Authority. Awesome. Where's the report I requested?
I forgot.
Don't you remember due date was yesterday? I need that right now. Hand it over. Yeah, that's authority. Yeah, so those characters can help you. So about delivery or performance or acting, I would say is to make your audience feel what you feel. Like wise people or your mentor or role model, they can inspire you. They are the lights in your life. And authority, like they can intimidate you or make you traumatic, scared. And what a way to make the audience feel what you have felt was to relive or recreate the moment. So think about the actual moment that you feel that emotion and try to feel it and express it. So that's those two practice emotions and characters are for. And how to practice is about impressions is actually a great way to start to improve like you can do like the warm up. We do hiya, yeah, it's not just funny, but the tone. Hiya is actually a lot of turns. Hiya, 老鼠. I feel like the sound is like 老鼠. So the wise people, they might be, their voice might be deeper, they might be calm, confident, and the authority, they might be loud, the voice can be strong, intimidating. So it mimic how people, how others express those characters or emotions. And practice makes perfect, that's what Jonathan said, and I think practice makes genuine. Because it's, at the end of the day, it's trying to deliver your idea, your thoughts to the audience. So there is no perfect. It's actually genuine. You make people know what you're thinking. You're trying to make your audience understand you. So that's about delivery, and I don't have time for this. There's too much time. That was too fun. So anyway, you can try to do it at home. So find a fairy tale movie or any story that break down into a structure of maximum 7 parts. So it's kind of like evaluation. So this is a structure that's a very common and well known. The 7-point story structure. So first is the hook, the current situation, the original, who, what, where, when, why, and then plot point. It's called call to adventure. So there must be some changes. The start of adventure, and then pinch point or some low points, some stress. You're facing some conflicts or stress. And then to the midpoint, it's the turning point we're saying in Toastmasters. And then the pitch point number 2 is further conflict. It's even more stressful, even more pressure. And then plot point 2 is the character, the protagonist actually have the key or have the strength or power or anything to solve the conflict. And resolution is the climax and conflict is resolved and the character has grown, has transformed from the beginning. And a quick example, like Spider-Man. He's a nerd, the cook, and then he got bitten by a spider. And then he became Spider-Man, and then he became really annoying. He's just like doing some teenagers stuff, and then got his uncle killed. So that's pinch point 1. Oh, sorry. Pinch point 1 was he become really I don't know how they say that in English. And midpoint, turning point is his uncle died, so he left with a famous quote, "With great power comes great responsibility." So that point, Peter Parker becomes Spider. And then pinch point 2 is the big villain, the big villain, and you're just trying to defeat him. The Spider-Man actually tried to defeat him. And then it could be really hard at first, but finally, because of he knew the idea, with great power comes great responsibility. That's a turning point. So actually, he have the mental power and the actual power to defeat the villain. And finally, the villain was defeated, and then he become the actual superhero, Spider-Man. So that's the transformation. Okay, actually, you can just Google 7-point story structure. That's a lot clearer. And yeah, the core of a speech contest, to recap, is think about who do you want to deliver your audience. Since speech contest to the international level, it's public, like real public. No matter ethnicity, age, or which country you're from, it should be international or generic. And how and what you want to say to them, your idea, your message, and how you say it is a delivery which we practice for a long time. And do we have time? Do we have time timer for Q&A? How about one question?
You don't have the formulas to win the speech contest, but what would you like to join the speech contest?
Me?
Yes, we go back to the beginning of this workshop. So why would you like to join the speech contest? Even you don't win the trophy.
Let me cheat for a little. Okay. Well, actually, the answer is this. Where is it? This. Yeah, why the champions can be champions. I found maybe people might think, well, I'm like very animated or like vocal, like acting for a lot. But after I competed at the semi-final last year, I found out that's just the basic. I'm not the best of all. I'm not even the middle. Their delivery is so amazing, everyone. And also my content, I feel like my content is something I could work on. So combining those two parts, I realized why I didn't won last year. Because there are a lot of things I can still learn. In this criteria, just in this criteria, only for speech contest, I still have so much to learn. Not to say the presentation skills at my work. What I learned in Toastmasters, there's only just like maybe 30% or 20% I can use at my work as a software engineer. So there are a lot of things about public speaking or presentation skills I can learn. So that's why I wanted to compete. I hope that answers your question.
That's a strong reason. Okay, one last thing before we go. So yeah, I just said, what do you want to say to the audience and why? Why is important to your audience, or why do you want to say the idea? To express that idea. Why is it so important? Think about this for every speech or every single sentence when you're drafting your speech. And second, what is your strength and your sparks? And I forgot to write the second part. What is your something you can improve on, you can work on? I just answered. I found out something I'm good at. I'm not as good as those champions. Something I knew I wasn't good at. There's more gaps, so there's a lot of things I can learn. But I know my strength. I know my weakness, so I can improve on. And lastly, practice makes genuine. Genuine. At the end of the day, is for you to connect with your audience, for you to deliver your idea, your thoughts, and make a contribution to the audience thinking. And I hope everyone, after today's workshop, can have some points that will help you to bring your parenthesis contest speech to the next level. Toastmaster audience. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. I really need that. We all need that one. And the reason why we should ask everyone, every member, why you joined the Toastmaster in the first place. Because most people they forget why, and that's why they disappear after after 1 month or 3 months. A lot of people, you know, I've seen a lot of people, at the onset they may think, oh, I want this one, I want to learn. But you know, coming for months and second month and 1 year, and they, all of a sudden they disappear. I'm busy, I'm busy. So yeah, so when you know that your why, I think this is why is very important. When you know, if you create a lot of why I want to be in the Toastmaster, why I want to learn how to speak, then you don't need to call, hey, you should come, or you should, you know, take the role, because he will come, because this is, you know, that's why you join the Toastmasters. I think this is wonderful. Thank you. Now we have the